Hello, this is a tutorial talking about how I take a piece that I just ordered in the mail and turn it into reality in 1 day's time in rehearsals. Everything I do today for this tutorial is going to be timed on the clock, so anytime I'm using the camera or spending any time at all video editing, I'm going to use this clock right here, which shows me how much time I've spent on the project. So today we're going to be looking at a great new piece by Randall Standridge called Dance Bohemian. I've already set up my photocopies, as you can see. And I'm ready to dig into the score. So one of the things I'm going to do, first of all, is look at the instrumentation and see if there's anything unique that sticks out. After that, I'll begin studying the score, looking at carefully the composer's notes, and consider what sorts of things I can really get done in about 30 minutes worth of practicing. That takes into account all of the warm-up and announcements that I'll need to make as well in class. Here goes. So I've spent a little time studying the score and looking at all the parts, and I've created a list of goals that I'll put on the board for the students to see and that will help guide my rehearsal. Here are those goals. So to begin, I'll pass out all of the music, and then I'm going to go, while that's happening, over any questions that students might have about the score, whether it's key signatures, time signatures, etc. I'll also introduce the program notes. The composer makes a strong point of listing that the music should be fun, it should be passionate, in the style of gypsy music. That's going to be important for students to interpret the piece. Next, I'll listen to a recording of the music, which I happen to find on J.W. Pepper. And then from that point, I'll read the entire piece slowly. I'm going to set up some rehearsal boundaries for today. Notice that I'm not rehearsing the entire piece, and I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. After that, I'll play the music as students exit the class. And most importantly, I'm going to have fun today. Not only because it's important for the music, but it's fun for the students. So if you look at the parts in the score that I've highlighted, measures 33 through 36, everyone in the ensemble more or less has the exact same part. So I can use the idea of groupthink to maximize my rehearsal strategy in that section. As well, by flipping over to measure 69, if you look, almost everybody in the band has one of two different rhythms. And that goes on for 8 measures. That's a good chunk of music to learn with students, and also is going to get them ready for the different aspects of the music as it develops further on. And then, of course, I want to end with a bang. I want to make sure rehearsal ends fun and that students want to come back to this piece tomorrow. So I'll end at the very end. And again, if you look ahead here, more or less every student's got those eighth notes, 4 before the end, followed by an eighth note, quarter note pattern. And then some people have the primary rhythmic driving the piece, and some people have the whole notes. I'm going to trust the folks with the whole notes will be able to figure out their parts. And then we end with a sforzando, we end with a bang. We'll have a great time. The students will hear the music as they're leaving class today, and hopefully they'll be excited to come back to it tomorrow. Also, as a time-saving technique, I've got my score and auxiliary parts prepared. I've prepared all the music into families. So I've got the percussion music clipped together. I've got the high brass, low brass, and various woodwind sections together so that I can delegate that task to students as they get into class early so that my focus can be on the ensemble, not just passing out parts. As well, I'll have my computer prepared with the music ready to go so that I'm not spending time during class loading or unloading a website. Right, so how many different key signatures are in this piece? 2. And are they the same or are they sort of different? They're different. Different enough that if you play one note from the old one into the new one, it's going to sound a little bit weird. It's going to sound minor versus major. Questions? We're going to take it slowly. Yeah. The only thing I ask is that you don't stop. You're going to play wrong notes. That's okay. You're going to play wrong rhythms. Every time there's a number, I'll yell the number up, so you'll be fine. Do your best not to stop. You're in the middle of the road crossing the street and you fall. You don't just say, and wait for the bus to crush you. You get back up and you get out of the road. Beginning, please. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Give me something. Here's 97. 97. Yes, good. 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you very much. Let's move on to number 69. And 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Perfect. The video, and you're going to get it right, right? Who's saying you're going to nail it, right? Perfect. Make sure the video is on him. Okay, get set.
Hold on, let me get over there.
Get set. We're done. Here we go. Please, ready? I'll count 4. And 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. So in all, I just walked out of rehearsal, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I feel like we met our objectives, and I also think that the kids had a good time. I think that they're more likely to play this music. I think their interest in the music has been piqued. And so far, in terms of time spent making this video, I've got about 7.5 minutes in the project. So now what I'm going to be doing is I've opened up iMovie, and I will begin the process of editing, and I'll be monitoring that time as well.